Hey, what's up, y'all? It's D, about to react to this impressive vid. It's titled, Is Glorilla a Colorist? Glorilla roasts Mariah the Scientist and Young Thug and compares him to Whoopi. So, I just reacted to Glorilla's diss track. It's up on my Patreon right now, link down below. Check it out if you want to hear my thoughts about this diss and everything that was said. But yeah, we're going to hear what Impressive has to say now. See what her thoughts are. Let's watch.
Hello everybody, welcome to the Impressive channel. I know some of y'all are over the whole Young Thug Gossip Chronicles. The Man Watch Out series is going to be over because there's going to be no more leaked jail calls of Young Thug gossiping about everybody in the industry.
How you know?
It was entertaining while it lasted, but I'm glad it's over.
How you
However,
know?
Glorilla had something to say. Now, she dropped a diss track against Young Thug and his girlfriend Mariah the Scientist after she heard the leak call of them gossiping about her looks. And her diss record actually had some mixed responses. A lot of people laughed at it, but some people called her out for being colorist in the song. And I want to talk about that. But before I do, I first want to thank Free Cash for sponsoring this video. Ever wanted to turn your mobile gaming into real money? Well, there's actually a way to do it exactly with my sponsor, Free Cash. Free Cash is a free online platform where users can earn money by playing mobile games, completing surveys, and more.
Not the
this
surveys.
Might sound too good to be true. But guys, it is the real deal.
Girl! I know you fucking lying.
Once again, thank you, Free Cash, for...
Listen, and no shade, get your money how you want to get your money. But I turn down brand deals like this all the time because they seem sketchy as fuck. And I'm like, there is no such thing as no free money and no to fill out surveys. Like, that's a very old school, like, scam type sketchy situation. So, whatever. I don't want to throw no shade at nobody else. Do whatever brand deals you like. But I personally only like to, promote brand deals that I would actually use or that, seem legit. But, sure, y'all go support.
Sponsoring this video. Now back to the video. I'm sure you all heard that jail call where Young Thug was dissing Glorilla and Mariah the Scientist was kind of laughing and instigating it too.
The girl, Glorilla, she, why do people say she pretty? That be ugly as fuck.
You think she ugly? They just think she look like Rihanna.
Yeah, she messy for saying that. But it's funny because when I first reacted to this, I didn't think that this was Mariah the Scientist. I was like, oh, he's talking to some other girl. I didn't think she sounded like that. I don't know what I thought she sounded like. Because I feel like I saw a clip of her talking before and she wasn't talking like this. So that's a bit confusing. But, sure, maybe she had her professional voice on. I don't know. But, yeah, apparently this was her the whole time. But I'm in that video like, oh, this ain't even her. This ain't Mariah. Who he talking to? The whole time it was her.
Man, they like goddamn Rihanna.
Girl, that was not funny.
Look like Rihanna. Long ass, bush ass wig, skinny shit. Goddamn, big ass head, big mouth. Man, watch out. I would not pursue her at all, ever. Man, watch out.
Now, Glorilla did put Young Thug on blast for blowing up her phone and asking about her eye color. So clearly there was some interest there, and he did quickly apologize before Glorilla dropped those receipts. But Glorilla's diss track
she dropped receipts
and Mariah
of him texting her?
Leaked, and she said a lot of stuff. She said that man looked like the apocalypse. He looked like a sis. She said he looked like Miss Netta, and Miss Netta was actually happy to be mentioned.
Glorilla situation. No, I ain't suing on Glorilla. Y'all need to stop saying that.
Okay, y'all don't know nothing about the law. This is not sue worthy, all right? Everybody think they're Drake now because he's suing for stupid shit and it ain't even working well for him. And he got hella money and best lawyers. It's not even working for him. You can't just sue anybody because they mention your name. But very interesting because in my reaction, I did ask, I wonder what these people think that she's mentioning. From her, she mentioned Whoopi Goldberg and, I said, Sexy Red. That might be different because I think they're cool. But there were like a couple other people that she compared him to.
I will not. She did me a favor. Okay?
A favor is crazy.
I looked at she did me good publicity, good, all of it. I just look at it, it's something good. She don't know you, baby. She won't mention you in her song. Okay?
I wouldn't
I'm
want to be mentioned.
worldwide.
Okay.
And I don't try to brag on it or nothing like that, but Miss Netta and Charles, baby, worldwide, everybody knows us.
Poor Miss Netta. Miss Netta don't realize that Glorilla actually was throwing shade. She was. But she also said this about Young Thug.
Impressive and shady. He's like, oh, po Miss Netta. Po thing. Po little tink tink. You don't even want over your head. You don't even realize that she coming for you. Child. But, I mean, yeah, whatever, Miss Netta. If you like it, I love it.
She said that he looked like a black mouth, he looked like a mosquito, he looked like the devil and Joanna Man and Shanell. She called him a freaky frog. She was going in like this was classic roasting, okay? But some people feel like she might have taken it a little far when she started making comments about his complexion. Now, she said back of a burnt up piece looking a boy. She said dirt under a brick looking a boy. Night looking a boy. D looking a boy. Give little kids a fright looking a boy. She also compared him to Whoopi Goldberg, who is a woman. And I don't really like the idea of comparing dark-skinned women to men in general. I think that has some kind of racist, colorist undertones.
I agree.
Too, so
that's a good point.
I don't know. But was Glorilla...
Because I don't ever hear light-skinned women being compared to light-skinned men. Like, I don't usually hear that comparison. Lil Mama has been compared to Bow Wow a lot. but that's because people say that Lil Mama has manly features. You know, so that actually further proves Impressive's point. So the reason why she's being compared is because they're saying, oh, she looks like a man. So it's like, oh, going to dark-skinned women to compare them to men, you're basically saying that they look like men themselves. And it's like, you don't usually hear that insult thrown at light-skinned women. Lil Mama is the one incident that I could think of, but I can't think of anybody else. But I have heard people do this with dark-skinned women a lot. Like a lot. They'll compare them to dark-skinned men in the industry.
Wrong for responding the way she did. Young Thug did come at her unprovoked. He clowned her looks, and so she returned the energy.
I don't think that's the point though. Like, because I feel like, yeah, that's a very basic way of looking at it. Like, of course she can say what she wants, and this is rap. Like, people take shots at people all the time. Diss tracks are very common, so I don't think it's a matter of should she have responded or should she have come at him. Obviously, you can argue that she had a right to respond and to defend herself in rap in the booth, which I'm always an advocate of. Like, oh, don't get on Twitter and talking all this shit, writing all these long ass paragraphs. Get in the booth. So I support that, obviously, and I don't think most people would have a problem with that. But when you say things, people listen, and they're going to base your character on what you're saying. So I think it's more so about, oh, this has revealed this about your mindset and what you think, you know. And especially if she has dark skin. Well, she has dark skin fans. Some of them could feel like, oh, you think I'm a burnt up piece of steak and look like black him out as well? Because I'm also his skin tone. You feel me? And also because this man is so funny looking. Like, you can insult him in a million different ways without bringing up his skin tone. So I think people are just taking note of that. I do think it's a bit of a stretch to call her a colorist because, you know, we don't really know her like that. All right. So I'm not a fan of putting labels on people without a lot of evidence. And I feel like we got some evidence. It might lean towards or point towards it, but it doesn't automatically mean that she's a colorist. You feel me? So, yeah, there's that. And she's definitely talked about, that doesn't mean anything, though. I was about to say she talks about how she likes dark-skinned men, like dating dark-skinned men, but that don't really mean nothing. Anyway, who knows? I don't know this fucking lady. I can't say she's a colorist, and I don't think it's right to assume that about her, but it's just basic human nature to listen to the words that people use and judge their character based on what they say. So that is what people are doing.
And since she is a rapper, she did go into the booth and she said what she needed to say. I mean, that's what rappers do, right? It is what it is. Now, I don't agree with everything she said. I do understand how some people might say, oh, she's colorist because she made some clear digs at his complexion. And she didn't have to at all. I mean, there were so many other ways she could have came
exactly, because he's ugly.
So making those little comments about him being burnt and looking like dirt and comparing him to Whoopi Goldberg, that was very revealing. That was very revealing, and a lot of people did not like that, and they actually started to turn on Glorilla. This one person on Twitter said, I really admire Glorilla and her confidence. I have to give it to her. Knowing you're ugly and colorist, then making a song about it, knowing Twitter was going to call you even more chopped, is brave yet admirable.
Because she should as hell.
That Glorilla stuff is trash. She making fun of him being dark-skinned, LOL. So now she ugly and colorist? Dummy. Glorilla is colorist, which is why I don't care when people call her too ugly to benefit from colorism. Calling dark skins night in 2025. So many things you could have said about him, but had to come for his skin like 4 times. LOL. I think the diss didn't help Glorilla because she was better off ignoring it and playing up the sympathy route, because now she's getting dragged for being a colorist, and the diss was low-key whack. Yikes. Glorilla being colorist doesn't shock me. Plus, that song was mid as that.
I usually like to skip through comments because I usually don't care what people have to say. But this is just interesting. It's interesting.
Like, girl, that's it. No, Glorilla is not ugly. Yes, those colorist roots are planted deeply in her, and she is delusional when it comes to looks.
You know what? I say this a lot about people from the South. No shade to my people from the South out there, but I do think colorism runs very deep in the South versus other places in the States. Just the things I've seen and heard in these Southern states, all right, and from these Southern people, all right. So, and obviously not every single person is affected, but them saying that the colorist roots, they run deep, I agree.
I agree with this tweet. I don't think Glorilla is ugly, but she is delusional. I mean, comparing herself to Rihanna is definitely a stretch.
When did she
And
do
she
that?
also came at Mariah the Scientist because Mariah basically said that men were in her DMs because she had a hot song, not necessarily because they find her attractive.
She did say that.
It's crazy. Everybody just really running around sneaking with a 2-7
Sneaking is crazy.
Oh yeah, she has a lot of niggas in her DM and stuff. Probably. You know, but I be feeling like sometimes a lot of things like that, it'll be like, if the girl was regular and you weren't trying to fuck with the girl, you know, it's just like she got a number one song and
The hate is crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Glorilla did come at Mariah. She called her a Tweety Bird. She called her a sexy Winnie the Pooh, which was so random.
Very.
She also trolled her over her Burning Blue song. She said, Burning Blue. Burning Blue. Why did she do that? That's wrong. I love that song.
Impressive little laugh.
Burning Blue, by the way. Love it. But yeah, that's some of what Glorilla said about her. And she also called out the fact that Young Thug was cheating on Mariah. And in Young Thug's leaked jail call, he did admit to having a woman over right before he went to prison. And also, there was another leaked call where he was talking to his side chick. They say that her name is allegedly Cleopatra. And he was on the phone agreeing to have kids with her.
Oh.
And I think this was the woman that Mariah the Scientist got into a fight with last year. So it's possible that Mariah may have known about this woman and she knew that Young Thug was cheating, but she didn't want the public to know that she was sticking beside him. So yeah, the situation is very embarrassing. And Young Thug did apologize to her in his song, Man, I Miss My Dogs. Young Thug has been going on an apology tour because in some of his other leaked calls, he was talking about Lil Baby and Future and Drake. And I knew that it was going to come out sooner or later, but yeah, he had to apologize to them. He apologized to 21 Savage. He's still begging Lil Baby to answer his calls because Lil Baby has been ducking him. So Young Thug is now stressing out right now because he's starting to feel how Gunna felt when the industry turned on him. Young Thug had the whole industry turn on Gunna, and he called him a snitch and everything like that. But now he's going through the same thing. So look at how those tables turn. But he'll be all right. He'll be all right. And what Young Thug can do in this season is just transform himself. He needs to get closer to God.
Oh
he
my
needs
God.
to exercise, get sober, drink water, get some facial treatments, moisturize, grow a beard. He needs to elevate his look.
Not impressive. Moisturize and grow a beard. What if he can't grow a beard, girl? Not everybody can, and it does not look like he can. Because when I've seen facial hair grow in, it's growing in very, sparse. Okay, so I don't think he has that ability, and that won't help this face.
A little more.
Nothing will. And this is a mug. You hear me?
He needs to do what Gunna did.
He cannot. This is a mug.
Because Gunna looks good.
He looks great.
Gunna looks really good. But anyway, tell me what you all think about this video down below. Please like, comment, and subscribe.
Shout out to Gunna. That's a glow up, all right? Young Thug cannot be saved facially. Okay, let's move on from that. I fuck with Glorilla. I like her music. What her mindset is, I'm not really that concerned by it, to be honest. I don't care about these people. I feel like a lot of these people in the industry are horrible people. I know for a fact that a lot of these people have done and said terrible things, all right? So I'm not worried about that at all. I just want the music. That's just me, though. Y'all let me know what y'all think, though, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.